Hello, and welcome to Mud Turtle's first edition of Fitness Supplementation Product Review. Today I will be reviewing D-Stunner from Betancourt. The ingredients include your typical caffeine, creatine, beta-alanine, a whole bunch of neens, but there's a section here for the central nervous system as it lists 3,7-dimethylpurine, 2,6-dione, N-methyl something tyramine, HCl. I haven't a clue what any of these are. However, I do know what they feel like. And before I take my leave to the gym and make my departure towards greatness, I shall have a sip of this D-Stunner.
Get the fuck out the way! Oh my god, idiot, it's red! You can go! You can go on red! I just want to be there already. I want to work out. So anyway, this pre-workout here, man, pretty good stuff to say about it. I'm going to do this in like the chronological order from how it would be used. So that would start with, like, obviously when you drink it, there is a taste. I actually have some right here. From taste, and then it would be like activation time. And then your actual training, so like energy focus, the pump, and the length of that the effect lasts. After that, you got the come down because nobody likes to feel like shit after. And then my overall rating. So starting with taste, this may be the thing that keeps it from having a perfect score. The taste is not really good. Plus, it's one of those pre-workouts. I don't know if it happens every time, but the first opening of the jar, it was pretty clumpy and nasty. So I almost brought it back, but I was like, fuck it, I'll deal with it. And activation time, I would say about 15-30 minutes is when you start to really feel it. So it's not bad. As far as the training goes, this is where it gets good. This shit is like, I don't know. When I do a set, first of all, on this stuff that I'm a set of weight that I'm not used to doing, period, I put the bar down, and usually like I'm like, I'm pretty tired after a set, even with Jack 3D. I put it down, and I feel like I didn't even lift. It's kind of weird. And at first I was like, what the fuck? And then I was like, wow, that's the D-Stunner, man. That shit is insane. Like, you feel like you didn't even lift. It feels so, your first like half your workout is just like effortless. Pretty crazy. So needless to say, the energy is insane. The focus, pretty average focus, whatever, the same. The length of time, never had, sometimes I work out up to an hour and a half, never had a problem with the length. So carries you all the way through, feel good, keeps you, it's one of those pre-workouts that you don't want to leave the gym. You're just like, I'm not done, and then finally you're like, cortisol, and you got to go. So come down, actually, like, the come down was a lot better than the typical Jack 3D or anything else. It's not that bad. You don't have those post jitters. You feel okay. I will say that it does. The first night I took a full serving, which is a full scoop, and it did wake me up in the middle of the night, and then from there I wasn't able to fall back asleep. So that's one of those really bad side effects from a couple of pre-workouts. Jack 3D used to do that to me when I did 3 scoops, and I had to move down to 2 so I could get some damn sleep. Overall rating, like I said, if it wasn't for the taste, which isn't very good, I would honestly give it a perfect 5. But I'm going to give it a 4.5 because, I mean, yeah, taste isn't that big of a deal. But if we're going for perfect, there has to be a standard there for everything. And personally, I don't feel like the taste is all that great. So, there you have it, D-Stunner. No salesman here. This shit, for me at least, is fucking awesome. So give it a shot. It was one of those random ones that I didn't even think about, and then the guy at Vitamin Shop's like, no man, it's been pulling in some reviews, so I gave it a shot because I was out of Jack 3D. And for the first time, I plan on finishing this. Even with Jack 3D in hand now, I plan on finishing this before I even go back to the Jack 3D, so good stuff. And now I will I'll show you some of that de-stunner in the action.